Hello everyone, hope you've had a good day. We're breaking a couple of things tonight, so maybe if you didn't have a good day, hey, maybe we can help you have a good night if we can find some hits for you. We're going to open a half case of Leaf Autograph Mini Football helmets. That is the start of a new case. And then after that, we're going to open, what are we opening after that? Chronicles Basketball. Good grief. How about that? Even I can't remember what we're doing from time to time. Little information to go over before we get started. A ripping, I should say. We've obviously already started. Feedback, 100% automated. That is done so that you never have to wait on me. Anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you will instantly get the same in return. And of course, the second thing there is just simply to say thank you. I very much appreciate everyone who bids and breaks and chats and hangs out with me. Those of you who keep me company, keep me on the straight and narrow, I appreciate you. We are going to take a look next at what is coming up. So this stuff is listed on eBay. We're going to be breaking it here over the next few days. Tomorrow, it's a big new release day. It is Archives Signature Series Active Player Edition. We're going to open a full 20-box case of that. Diamond Icons comes out tomorrow. It'll be a 1-box break of that. That's the super high-end Topps product. And then Gold Standard Football also coming out, and we will break that by the half case all tomorrow night, Wednesday night. On Thursday, we're going to break a 4th and final case of Elite Football. Friday, a 5-box case of TriStar Game Day Greats Autograph Football jerseys, a 1-box break of Diamond Icons Baseball, and a 12-box case of Valiant Football. That's the one that has 1 graded card per box. Pretty cool little product. On Saturday, we're going to break the back half of the case of mini helmets that we start tonight. We'll finish on Saturday night, and we're going to break a half case of Stadium Club Baseball. Those are loose boxes from a shared case. Sunday, Trinity Baseball, which is actually a Friday release. And you know what? I get screwed up on these Leaf releases all the time. They're always changing the dates, and I think they're one thing, and then they're another thing. And anyway, it came out on Friday. We're not going to break it till Sunday because, well, we aren't. And also Sunday night, we'll break Valiant Football again. Here's what you need to know about our breaks tonight. One of them is a free shipping break. That's our mini football helmets. Free shipping stuff always projected to go out within 7 days after the auction ends, meaning it will go no later than Tuesday the 16th, a week from today, although often those go out sooner. That would be the latest they would go out. Consolation cards. If you are in this mini helmet break and your team is not pulled, your consolation card would typically just be held until your next package ships, simply because it is a free shipping break. If, however, you would like to have it sent sooner and you don't want to wait for that, you only need to hit me up on eBay messages and let me know, and I will gladly get it on the way to you sooner. Our paid shipping break tonight, that's our 12-box case of Chronicles Basketball. I am anticipating that to ship out approximately Saturday. As always, if I can get something out sooner than the listed date, I will gladly do so. And if something unexpected should come up, it could always slide a day later. As it stands right now, I think Saturday is your best projected date for Chronicles Basketball. Shouldn't have to worry about consolation cards there. Every team should pull some cards in that one. So first up tonight is a 5-box half case of 2019 TriStar autographed mini football helmets. This is break number 1. This product came out, I don't know, a few days ago. And of course, everything we're opening tonight ended tonight on eBay Tuesday night, the 9th of July. Team names, of course, on one side and the eBay user ID of the winning bidder across from each team on the opposite side. Now, if you're in Chronicles Basketball, your spreadsheet will go up there in a few minutes after we finish the mini helmet break here. So don't wander off too terribly far if you're here for Chronicles. It'll also probably take us, I don't know, maybe 10, 12 minutes, something like that. It's my best guess, give or take 3 or 4 minutes. You probably noticed right there that the background went out of focus. Don't be worried about that. That is on purpose. That we're going to be able to see everything all nice and cleanly when it comes time. So since this is the start of a new case, as is our tradition, I'm going to take out all the boxes, number them on the end, and then use random.org to help us determine which ones we're going to open tonight versus which ones will be opened in the next break, which I believe is Saturday night. But first things first, I got to get them all out of here, then number them. They take up a lot of space. It's kind of not ideal to have to take all the mini helmets out at once, but yet, you know, it's the most fair way to do it so that I can make sure everything is done the same way. You know, consistency. That's what I'm trying to get out. Let me get this box out of the way. Now let's number them. Some of them are probably stacked too high to even show up in the camera range, but you'll be able to see them, of course, once we get it taken down. All right, so there's our 1 through 10. This is pretty easy. We're going to head to random.org and let random make a determination for us here. And you know what, guys? We may have an unpaid team in here. I completely forgot about that. And I just saw Philip ask if there are any unpaid. Philip, there might be. I completely forgot about that. But the last that I looked, there was one unpaid in mini helmets and there was one unpaid in Chronicles basketball. So, Philip, I'll check that for you here in a minute. Meanwhile, there's our 1 through 10. We're just going to hit randomize one time. First 5 numbers that come up, we'll open the corresponding 5 boxes. So it gives us 4, 5, 1, 6, and 8. So that is 1, 4, 5, 6, and 8. Did I not switch that over? Daggone it. I didn't switch your view, did I? Yeah, that's a drag. Do you all want to do it over since I didn't switch your view? I mean, it's got our date and time stamp and all that, but do you want to? I don't know if you do or if you don't. So, anyway, I think it's probably okay since it's only determining which we're opening 1, 4, 5, 6, and 8. So, I just forgot to switch your view. I'm sorry about that. All right, 1. Let me get these others out of the way. Oh, 4, 5, 6, that's handy. And then there's 8. And that's going to be our 5th one. All right, so let me get these other 5 put back in their case, and then I'm going to come right back to you. I'm going to look up about the unpaid team and answer that question, and then we'll roll on down the road. All right, Philip, let me see what our status is for that. Let's just see here. So yeah, guys, we do have the Kansas City Chiefs in here unpaid, and it looks like they went for $26 and some change on eBay. Thank you for reminding me of that. I had it in my head, honestly, when we were getting ready to start, and then I got sidetracked. I've got a little kitty who's not feeling well, and little kitty, was having a little episode right before the break was supposed to start, and it went right back out of my head, and I had forgotten about it. All right, so the spreadsheet now updated to reflect there the unpaid team for the Kansas City Chiefs. That's up for grabs if someone wants to buy it. And Mark, you're here for Chronicles. Awesome. We will not be too far down the road. And so, Philip, so no one wants the unpaid team in here for the mini helmets. Is that correct? I'm assuming since someone writes, you can keep it. So, there you go. All righty. I don't set the prices, guys. You got it gets set by bids, so don't shoot the messenger. Peter, the last bid amount was $26 and some change for the Kansas City Chiefs in here. So if you want them, it is kind of one of those speak now or forever hold your peace kind of things. If you do, throw it up and let me know. Peter, you do want it? All right, man. Then let me get you a little info here. And I am typing in for you right now, Peter, the address I use for PayPal. Now, guys, I do not use this for correspondence, okay? And I never check it for correspondence. So if you send me a message there, guess what? I am never, ever going to see it. But meanwhile, Peter, if you're going to pick this team up, then I am going to go ahead and get the spreadsheet updated and get you all situated. Oh, Peter, you said your connection is jumping in and out, so maybe you didn't see where I put that in there. Let me type it in there for you again. I don't know how chat appears on the other side for you guys and gals. So there, I typed that in again. That's the eBay or the email address to use for PayPal. Give me 1 second here. I've got to clean it up on eBay real quickly and update the spreadsheet, Peter, and then we'll make this team yours. Oh, so Peter, you don't know if you want it now? Okay. So the last price, the last bid amount was $26. So does anybody want this or not want this? Because Peter, I thought you did, but now I'm not sure that you do. And before I do anything with it on eBay, somebody needs to let me know what you want to do. Meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and get the plastic off of these while we're waiting to see. Alex, I hadn't said yet what the unpaid team was in Chronicles, just that as of this moment, there is one. And once we finish the mini helmets, I will go back in there and see if that person has paid by that point in time. I do like to give people as long as possible. Okay, so Peter, you do want it. All right, awesome, man. Then I will go ahead with taking care of cleaning it up on eBay, changing the spreadsheet and all that. Let's just get the seals cut, and then once we come back from that, we'll be ready to just bam, 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 run right through these. All right, so let's get that taken care of. I'm going to update it to show Peter in here on the spreadsheet. And all right, that is done. Let me get finished up here. Almost ready, guys. Appreciate your patience, and I also appreciate your willingness to pick up these unpaid teams. You know, it always slows us down when people bid and don't pay, but it's a reality. It happens. So sometimes we just have to work around it. All right, let's get well, come on now. All right, Peter, are you squared away? Yes, no? Peter, let me know when you're squared away and we're going to be ready to roll on down the road here just as soon as I get the high five signal from you that you are good to go with PayPal. So if you can let me know on that, please. Then we'll be ready to go here. All right, you sent it over? Okay, awesome. And hopefully it is in on my side now. And I'm just well. All right, it's not showing up on my side yet, Peter, so I don't know. You definitely sent it to this email address because it's not showing up on my side yet. So I don't know. Maybe it's just taking a minute, but I just want to make sure that you definitely got the email address that I use for PayPal, which is this one. And then hopefully it's just on a little bit of a delay and it'll show up in here in a minute, we hope. Oh, there it is. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Awesome. You guys rock. Now we got to get some good hits. Now we got to make the magic happen for everybody. Oh, this is a strange first one. Yeah, this is a really weird first one. It's Johnny Manziel, man. So, yeah. So here's the deal. Johnny Manziel, of course, is considered a retired NFL player because, well, yeah, he's out of the NFL. So that means he's going to go to the team he played for the longest. That would be just the one, the Browns. There's your TriStar hologram authentication on the back and your Johnny Manziel signature across the top on, of course, a collegiate helmet. And then those are just little informational. This is, you know, generic and a little informational card there. So the Browns get the first one for our mini helmets tonight with Johnny Manziel. Kind of weird that we're pulling him right out of here, isn't it? Considering he's been drummed out for a while now. Anyway. Ricky Williams. All right, that's bringing a little life to the party. That is for the Dolphins. It is, there's your hologram authentication on the back. I think, that's also TriStar, but a different, sorry, that bled out the camera, didn't it? A different TriStar hologram sticker, but hologram from TriStar nonetheless. Your little informational card there, and of course, the generic. So the Dolphins with the second hit. So right now we are Browns and Dolphins. And hi, Donnie, and hi, Alex. Alex, I think I might have answered your question earlier, but not said hi because I was preoccupied, so apologies for that. And Mark, I think probably ditto there, and I don't know that I said hi to you either. I think we were just going back and forth trying to get some stuff squared away. Robert Griffin III. Robert Griffin III, of course, is currently playing with the Ravens. So RG3 here on, once again, a collegiate helmet going to the Baltimore Ravens. It is TriStar authenticated there on the back. And once again, same as our informational card and our generic there. So now we are Browns, Dolphins, Ravens, for those keeping track of such things, and which I will forget if I don't keep saying them. Oh, Philip, you were hoping for Dan Marino, but you still like the Ricky Williams. Well, good. Good, good. How about Lenny Moore? Nice. Lenny Moore on a Hall of Fame helmet. Lenny Moore, I believe, is going to be a Colt, but we will double check that. But I'm pretty sure that he played longer for the Colts than anybody else, but I'm not 100% sure, so I will double check it. And Lenny Moore with the Hall of Fame inscription on the Hall of Fame helmet, and there's your authentication hologram sticker on the back. We're going to let him set up here for a minute, because once again, our retired players, you know, they go in, they go to the team they played for the longest, so I'll have to double check Mr. Lenny Moore. And last out, look at that. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. You had a good pickup there and with your Kansas City Chiefs, because you have a hit with Curly Culp. And once again, informational card, the generic TriStar, your autograph with a little Hall of Fame inscription, and the hologram on the back. So the Chiefs and the Ravens and the Browns and the Dolphins all have a hit. And then I'm going to double check Lenny Moore here, who I believe is going to be the Colts, but we're going to verify that if you give me 1 second here. I'm going to pull up NFL.com. That's what we use to figure this sort of stuff out. That is the official stats that we use when it comes to stuff like this. So let me get in here and type in Lenny Moore, and we're going to find out the answer. Let's see, Lenny Moore. I mean, like, I'm almost sure it's Colts. Yeah, he only played for the Colts, so there you go. Like I'm pretty sure it's the Colts, but you never know. I mean, sometimes somebody plays for another team that I forget about. That's happened to me more than once, where I'll say, "Oh, somebody's definitely such and such," and they'll be like, "Whoops, I forgot they played for whatever." In this case, we were right from the get. So Lenny Moore and the Colts finishes it up. Kevin, they somewhere in I think in the listing description somewhere. You know how you scroll down to the bottom and it gives you the manufacturer's description? If you scroll to the bottom of my listing, it tells you in there how these are, what the ratio is. So there's like a certain number of Hall of Famers per case. There's a certain number of active players per case. And there's a certain number of what they call, they don't call them fan favorites. What do they call those guys? Well, it's like a fan favorite, but they don't call it fan favorites. They call them maybe football favorites or something along those lines. But anyway, if you look in there, it will give you the mix of how many per case will be all-stars versus something else and so on and so forth. Meanwhile, let me get these 5 set aside, and then we're going to roll right on into some basketball. So give me just a moment. I would say that in general, I have noticed that we get more Hall of Fame guys from TriStar than we do from Leaf. But that's just kind of in general. That doesn't always apply to every case, but, you know. But that's how I look at it anyway. Now the question comes up, do we still have available teams that are unpaid here in Chronicles? So let's take a look at that. And it looks like we do. We have the Nuggets available, and their last bid amount was $69, roughly. I think it was like $69.10 or $69.01 or $69 something. But anyway, you get the general idea. So does anybody want to pick up the Denver Nuggets in here? Meanwhile, let me get this noted on the spreadsheet that it is unpaid. And then while you guys are pondering if in fact someone wants the Nuggets, then we can still go ahead and roll through our spreadsheet info. Okay, so probably saw this a minute ago. If those of you, some of you may have jumped in late. So for those of you who didn't see this earlier, please take a minute, review the information here. It talks about your anticipated shipping date for each of the 2 breaks, as well as consolation card information if you happen to have gotten skunked in the mini helmet break. Everybody's going to pull cards in Chronicles, so we do not have to worry about any kind of consolation card stuff there. Flipping back to here, you'll see that the Kansas City Chiefs, that was updated to show our second chance, was picked up there. And now we're going to take a look at what we're about to open, which is our 12-box case of 2018-19 Chronicles basketball. This is a full case break. It is break number 3. Of course, same format, guys, and also ended tonight on eBay, the Tuesday night, the 9th of July. And our unpaid team, the Nuggets, somebody's asking, what did they pay? Yeah, they said, what did I say it was, guys? I've already forgotten. Hang on. Let me scroll through here and go back and look for you. Hang on a second. $69.01 was the actual bid amount, but obviously, I don't worry about the change and some of that odds and ends stuff. And of course, it always ships for free when you pick it up in chat. So I am looking for a home for the Nuggets. Strong Crosby wants to know, why is Manziel in anything? You know what? I mean, who knows? Who knows? He keeps trying to make a comeback. Maybe they think he's going to. I don't know. All right, so Katie, you do not want the Nuggets. Darth Vader, you probably heard the cost on it by now. Alex does not want it. Kevin, I'm assuming you don't. Peter, you are saying, Peter, are you offering 68 on the Nuggets, or are you answering someone's question about the price? Hi, Michael. Welcome. So it looks like Mike D has an offer in right now at $30 for the Nuggets, which is so low, man, in relation. Katie says she'll go 40. We're getting closer. Does anybody want to get us closer to where our actual bid amount was than 40? I know, Mike D, how have things been? How are you? And it's hard to find time sometimes to get into our hobbies, isn't it? I mean, I run out of time. Of course, I've got way too many hobbies. That's part of my problem. I collect too many things, and of course, I spend most of my time either breaking cards or sorting cards or shipping cards. So I don't always have time to track down my hobbies either. So I understand that. Oh, Mike, yours is based on your PayPal balance. Hey, man, I've been there that way too. Sometimes that works out perfectly, doesn't it? Oh no, Porter just got hurt again. Oh, that blows. So Darth Vader, you would go to 50 on it. So, yeah, well, that still puts me in the hole by 20, but it's better than being in the hole by 70 now, isn't it? So let me give one more look here, and it does not look like this person has paid. Let me check and see one other little thing here. Just make sure I don't have, that this isn't, I don't offhand recognize this username, but let me just double check here to make sure it isn't somebody that's like in a, another country or some time zone shift that I should remember and have forgotten about or something weird, but I don't really think it is. Yeah, okay, so not. Okay, so Darth, it's going to be all yours, my friend. And let me get it cleaned up here on eBay, get it canceled out in here. I'm going to once again type in for you my PayPal information and remind everyone I do not check this for actual correspondence. So if you need me, always message me through eBay. All right, so let's ditch out this. And that person that did not pay will get their order canceled out. And then we're going to update this for you, Darth. So give me one hot second and I'll get the spreadsheet updated to reflect that it is yours now. All right, so we got that done. Canceled out there. I think we're good to go. Yay! So once again, thank you for your willingness to step in there and pick up some of these unpaid teams, as you guys are so kind to do along the way when this stuff happens. Oh, Mark, you wanted the Trailblazers and got outbid, and Katie says she's the one who got you for the Blazers. Oh man, that's harsh. Yeah, it happens sometimes. So we're looking for 2 autographs per box in here. But many of you, most of you, maybe all of you know that that's not really the chase in this product. I mean, it is, but it isn't. We are also looking for all these different variations. There's tons of different card variations for our rookies, from products that are defunct, like they used to make for basketball, that they don't make anymore. Some of them are for products that have never been made for basketball, but maybe Panini has made that product in football or in baseball. And then, of course, there's the Chronicles base set. This, I think, is our 3rd year for basketball. It's definitely our 2nd. I think it's our 3rd. But it's the first year that in basketball, they have added autographs to the parallels. In baseball, we always had autographs on the parallels, but for whatever odd reason, they didn't do it that way in basketball in the beginning. But they did this year. Yes, everything does ship in here, Katie. There's not a ton of veteran stuff in here. There is a little bit, but yes, it will for sure all ship in here. So no worries about that. And D. Vader, you said you are all good to go there, so thank you for that. And I'm getting ready to sneeze, and I'm going to try not to. Hang on just a second. Oh, man. Oh, that's the worst. Oh, I think it... Oh, that's a bad one. Man, that one backed way up in my head. I probably should have gone on and let that one come out of there and just made you listen to it, because, whew, that was unfortunate. So for this first pack, we're going to go a little slower than we will in some of our subsequent packs, just so we can spend a little more time talking about the various types of inserts that you see. That, of course, is our Chronicles base card. This is Elite Black Box. This particular one happens to be numbered to 10, which is unusually low for this. So Mavericks with Jalen Brunson, that's a nice little start. And I'll tell you right up front, a lot of these thicker cards, you can already see they've got little white dots and things down there on the edges. So they've got little bits of chipping and things on it. So just be aware of that. Most, if not all, of the thick cards in here are going to have that same issue. Essentials, we'll find loads of these. For the most part, they're not going to be numbered. When they are numbered, I'll flag it. Marquee, we will find, I'm sure, plenty that are numbered, as well as the ones that aren't. The silver ones aren't. The blue ones are to 99. The red ones, I believe, are to 149. Then we have the Chronicles base cards with the chrome variation. And this one will be numbered because it's got a different color background, right? So when the background's silver, not numbered. When it's a different color, is numbered. That one was to 149, Amari Spellman and the Hawks. This is the base version of Luminance. We'll find some of those that are numbered. It depends on the color that the player's name is written in. Silver is base, and any other color is, of course, a variation. Straight up Panini, just Panini basketball, mostly unnumbered. If we do find one that's numbered, we'll be able to tell by the color variations. Another Elite Black Box, this one to 249, Mitchell Robinson. Same as before, guys. Just expect all of these thicker cards to have edge and corner issues to varying degrees of chipping and whatnot. Peter, you got a 1-of-1 Wendell Carter, and the breaker... Oh, the breaker didn't catch the 1-of-1 Wendell Carter? Wow, well, it's good that all the cards shipped then, isn't it? Number to 149, that's the Bulls and Zach LaVine. Now, I'm guessing you didn't catch it either, though, right, when you were watching it? Some of them, sometimes one will get past you. And that one is Trae Young, and it's an example of Elite, not Elite Black Box, but just plain Elite, look like that. Crusade, when they're silver, are not numbered. When they have a different color, they will be numbered. We actually had something, what did I have? It was a Topps product where I found a 1-of-1 in the recap that I didn't realize was a 1-of-1 when we saw it the first time through. So yeah, sometimes it totally does happen. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for the Clippers on an Origins card set. I love the Origins card set, so that makes me happy. It is numbered to 99. In past cases, excuse me, we have found 1 or 2 of the Origins. So they don't come out in vast numbers, but they don't come out in tiny numbers either. Playoff, I can tell you that the biggest problem, there's Studio, is Gala. Just like it has been in the past years. Finding Gala is nearly impossible. Marvin Bagley base Crusade. Luke Kennard and the Detroit Pistons. That is numbered to 49, and it is on the Chronicles card set as a sticker auto. So yeah, Gala, if we find one of those, that is just money in the bank. Gold Standard, those are kind of elusive. They're not even coming out one per case at this point. It's the Bulls to 149 for Chandler Hutchison. These come out in a couple of cases. Marvin Bagley to 99. That's on the Vanguard card set. And Titanium generally will come out a couple per case. There's Trae Young on Phoenix. That one is not numbered. There's a Trae Young on Luminance. You said a lot of times you don't watch the whole break. You just see it when you get the cards. I know, I kind of do the same thing. I'll admit that. Numbered to 99 Elite. The Dallas Mavericks, there's your man, Luka Doncic. And to Sam's point, he says there's a ton in here of Luka and Trae, and there kind of are. Luka, again, on a base Chronicles. We'll find lots of these. Obsidian, we've seen it in football. This is the first we've seen it in basketball, and it's stamped preview on the back. So what that tells us is there will be a freestanding Obsidian basketball product coming somewhere down the line. We don't know exactly when, of course. And those are mostly unnumbered, although we have found one or two that are numbered in the past, and they are generally falling one per box. This is numbered to 99. It is hard to see, but that is Majestic. Miles Bridges and the Hornets on that particular card. This one is numbered to, why do I get that backwards every time? To 49, DeAndre Ayton and the Phoenix Suns. So I heard a rumor, actually, you know, who told me this? My mother. My mother called me right before the break, and she said, "Did you hear the latest?" And I said, "No, probably not. What is it?" And she said that apparently the Miami Heat are trying to pick up Russell Westbrook and talking about shipping off Tyler Hero, who was their first-round draft pick, and I guess a few other players as well, to the Thunder to get Russell Westbrook. So, how about that? That could be interesting. So now that you have an idea of the kinds of cards that are in here and what we're going to see, we're going to go a little faster through the rest of the boxes. We'll still call out stuff that needs to be called out, you know, the lower stuff and whatever, but we just won't stop and super closely examine every insert, since we've gotten a pretty good feel for what we're looking for at this point. Hi, Rodney. Have you been in here, Rodney, or did you just now chime in? Did I miss you earlier? Did you jump in and I didn't see you? You snuck by me, perhaps? And Mark, I see you woohooed, so you got something you needed in here. I know you gave me your list of teams, and my poor old brain has already forgotten it with all we've had going on tonight. Number 1099, that is Derrick Rose for the T-Wolves. Studio and Essentials, etc. The Nuggets, Jared Vanderbilt. So how about that? The Mojo repaying you. That is numbered to 49 with a Jared Vanderbilt autograph. He's, of course, from my University of Kentucky Wildcats. I went to school there, so yeah, I love them. I do. All of them, all my ex-cats. To 149, Mo Bamba, Magic, Luminance. A Titanium. This particular Titanium is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for the Clippers, and it is numbered to 11 because he was drafted 11th overall. How cool is that, right? It matches. So, yeah, we may find another Titanium in here. Often we do, be numbered differently, but often we will find another one. Plates and patches. It is numbered to 249. We did not see a plates and patches in box number 1, but we will see more of them. And like our other thick cards, you know, they've got some imperfections along the edges and corners, mostly noticeable on the back, more so than the front in most cases. We're going to have a numbered Crusade, but I'm just going to set him there so that we can look at our last base. There's a Doncic unnumbered Luminance. Yeah, Katie, the Clippers are doing well. You are right about that. Clippers are having a good little break so far. Miles Bridges Crusade, numbered to 149. I actually thought that was a lower numbered parallel. I haven't gotten all the colors memorized. To 249, Majestic, Alonzo Trier and the Knicks. Crusade, Kevin Knox, also for the Knicks. This one is numbered to 99. Little base falls in there to 149, Montrezl Harrell. And a redemption. You know what happens there. That's right. Cruel and unusual punishment. It stays face down until the end of the break. And at that point, we will flip it over along with any others that we might have that are come from this break. And then we'll look them up all at once. Thought that was, I don't know why I thought that was numbered, but clearly I was wrong. Plates and patches to 149 for the Knicks. Robinson. Alonzo Trier, Knicks, marquee. Our first numbered marquee. It's blue to 99. Our obsidian for this box is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who is coming up big tonight so far for the Clippers. Came out in the preview card as well. All right, that box in the books. So I'm happy that they redid this product. I really like the way it is this year, where a lot of the hits are on the parallels. I don't know why they didn't do it that way from the start, because that is how they did baseball from the start. And then baseball was like gangbusters, so we're all excited for basketball that first year, and then we get basketball, and all the autographs are on the base cards, which were, by the way, super ugly originally. Super ugly, in my opinion. Maybe not everyone shares that opinion, but they were, I hated them. This year's base cards are a much needed design improvement. Katie, the redemptions in here. You know what? I don't remember who all is a redemption in here, to be honest with you. Maybe Reggie Miller. I think Reggie Miller we pulled out of here, out of another case that was a redemption. But honestly, I don't remember who all the redemptions are. Anybody else watched enough of this to remember? Well, yeah, Luka, I'm sure is. Mark, well, I'm not sure, but Mark, you're probably right, is what I'm saying. I would be shocked if Luka was live in here, but he might be. Usually when it's late in the year, that's when you find it, that you got a lot of redemptions for some of the hot players. Number to 49, Hamidou Diallo, Oklahoma City Thunder. But I will tell you, that was a Trae Young Studio, Jaren Jackson Phoenix. This is going to be numbered. And it is an Obsidian Trae Young that is numbered. Hoo-hoo. The plot thickens. Numbered to 49. Nice little hit there for the Atlanta Hawks, because you don't get a numbered one in every case. Probably, you know, what is that? Maybe every second, every third case you might find a numbered Obsidian. So, Trae Young and the Hawks did well there. Numbered to 99, that's Brandon Ingram. You know, Kobe might be a redemption in here too, by the way. Maybe. Wouldn't swear to it, but maybe. Because I want to say we pulled him out of here too. at a different point in time. You need some numbered cards, Katie. You have the Pelicans, the Blazers, and the Wizards. And here is Mike Conley. Mike is numbered to 99. That is an on-card signature with a relic. And, of course, this is also out of the Vanguard card set. Oh, Michael, you said you know, the way I've seen some Momentum rookie autographs live in the product, but you've pulled some that were redemptions. Yeah, so I don't think it's the whole card set. It must be specific to the player. To 249, that is Dante DiVincenzo on a plates and patches. Michael Porter Jr., Denver Nuggets, to 99 on a studio parallel. I'll just sleeve that later. We'll save ourselves a little time and sleeve some of this later. There's another Trae Young Obsidian. That one, of course, is just the base Obsidian. It is not numbered. The other one was. So you got a bookend of Trae Young preview cards for Obsidian. This is Black Box Elite. It's numbered to 99 from Musa and the Brooklyn Nets. And the Clippers, Landry Shamet to 149, Phoenix. Playoff, Mo Bamba to 149 for the Magic. I think we're definitely seeing more Trae Young tonight than Luka. Out of the last case, it was a stupid amount of Luka. Not as much Trae Young, so maybe they alternate. Rodney Kobe was live when we pulled in before. Okay, I couldn't remember. I'm just like, we pulled a Kobe Bryant. I'm just so used to Kobe being a redemption. This is Watanabe for the Memphis Grizzlies, and that is a nice looking card. It is on XR, which is a great product in football that's only been out a couple of years. It's numbered to 25. Great looking relic. Sticker auto, and the Memphis Grizzlies. Nice hit there with Watanabe. Jalen Brunson to 249. Mavericks. Once again, all these thick cards with yucky edges and corners for the most part. To 149, that is Miles Bridges on a studio for the Hornets. Our Obsidian belongs to Mr. Marvin Bagley and the Sacramento Kings. And there's a Luka base just on Panini basketball card set. All right, we're making a dent in it. Sam is asking, when will this be posted to YouTube? So, Sam, there's a two-part answer to that, okay? The first part is that YouTube saves a version of the live break that they archive. And they do whatever processing means, and that version that YouTube saves typically is going to pop up within an hour or two after the break is over, from what I'm told. Then part two of that equation is I will also upload a version of the break myself. The only difference in what YouTube does and what I upload is that when I upload it, I will give it the proper tags and titles so that it's a lot easier to find and match up if there's a question about what you're looking for, you know, somewhere down the road. And I get mine uploaded, I always say within 24 hours. Sometimes it may show up within a couple of hours after the break is over. Sometimes it may be 5 or 6. Sometimes it may be the next morning. But it will always be within 24 hours with what I upload. But again, the content, of course, the same. The only difference, tags and titles. And Katie, you're asking if it's 10 or 12 boxes. It's 12, isn't it? 3, 6, 8. And we've already opened 9, 10. Yeah, 12. I was like, oh, you threw me off. I'm thinking, oh my God, did I say it was 12 and it's 10? No, it's 12. This is numbered to 99. It is Lonnie Walker for the Spurs and other plates and patches, which is, of course, a staple of the football lineup. Kevin Knox to 99. That's on the Elite card set, headed to the Knicks. Our Obsidian is Wendell Carter Jr., Chicago Bulls. A Luka base playoff. Black box Elite to 249, Jalen Brunson and the Mavericks. Jalen's coming out a lot. Trae Young and the Hawks. This is number 149 on the Luminance card set. There's another studio. That one was Miles Bridges. A Plates and Patches Mo Bamba to 249 for the Magic. Oh, man. One thing I will say, all these different card sets, there's so many of them that are chrome or coated or whatever. They all like to kind of curve up, bow up a little bit in the middle, and then you have to keep the stacks like really short, or those bad boys want to go sliding around everywhere. Michael Porter Jr., Crusade for the Nuggets. It is numbered to 49. Peter, I think this is, well, 3, 6, 8. So, yes, box 4. 8 left, and we're still obviously in the midst of this one. Omari Spellman for the Hawks. That is numbered to 10. Luminance. So that's our lowest numbered card we've seen tonight, I believe. So our titanium was numbered to 11. So that's the low one so far for the night. Let's go ahead and get that base out of there. This is Rafe LaFrance. Is that right? Anyway, it's another one for the Nuggets, numbered to 75. So the mojo is being kind to you, Darth, for picking them up tonight, right? The mojo's trying to reward you for your good deed. Hamidou Diallo, that is for the Nuggets, for the Thunder to 149. Sorry, had Nuggets on the brain. Thunder on that one. To 149, Embiid, 76ers. Ooh, we're going to have another Origins. For the Pistons with Mr. Mikalik. Oh, the guy is from Kansas? I don't remember that kid, Mike. I don't know why I don't remember him, but I don't. So that is the Pistons with an Origins autograph on card, numbered to 99. I just don't remember LaFrance at all. Of course, I guess I probably did not watch Kansas play as much this past year as I maybe normally would have. Because I just didn't. They weren't quite as good as they are some years. And I don't know. I just didn't. And I don't remember that kid really at all. Isn't that terrible? I don't, though. And I watch quite a bit of college basketball. But I missed him. I don't remember him at all. Oh, he's old school. Okay, so from like a long time ago, then no wonder I don't remember him, because I'm just thinking I do not remember that kid to save my life. Okay, so no wonder I don't remember him. He's from way back sometime. Well, there you go. That makes a little more sense then. Although I really might not have remembered him even if he had been on this past year's team, because I really didn't watch Kansas a lot this last year. There's Hammy again, numbered to 49, Oklahoma City Thunder. Here is another one, and this one is numbered to 15. So it's Chandler Hutchison and the Bulls. This is our second titanium. And so far, out of any that we've opened of Chronicles, I've never found more than 2 titanium in a case. Still 149, DeAndre Ayton. But never say never. There could be more than that. But that would be the number I'm expecting based on what we have seen up to this point. Number to 149. That is for the T-Wolves with Okogie. And it is Majestic. Essentials Luka to 99. Hey, hey. Nice little blue Essentials Luka will make the Dallas Mavericks happy. There's a Trae Young Phoenix behind it. Behind that, Obsidian. Clippers again. Shamet. Obsidian preview, of course. Majestic in football this year, by the way, guys, is going to have NFL uniforms. You know, in the past, it's only 2 years old, I guess, a Luka base. And in those past 2 years, they've always been in their collegiate uniforms in that product. But not this time. They moved it back in the calendar, and they're going to be in their NFL uniforms. I'm kind of stoked about that. Luka Phoenix, numbered to 99. So a couple of Luka numbered out of the same box here. Ooh, we're going to get another Origins. This is our third one. That's unusual. This is for the Spurs with Metu. Probably neither one. You know, I butcher a lot of these names. That is numbered to 49. So, anyway. But our third Origins, that is good. We don't usually find more than a couple, so happy with that. To 249, DeAnthony Melton, Phoenix Suns. Oh, yeah, Michael, I love this card set. I mean, I liked it when it first came out as well. My complaint was that they weren't putting the autographs on the parallels. And once they switched over to that, like they had been doing in baseball, I mean, it's perfect. Kurt Rambis for the Lakers, numbered to 75. So, yeah, I like Chronicles a lot. I love the idea. So 149, Shamet and the Clippers. DeAndre Ayton and the Phoenix Suns to 149. Obsidian is Jaren Jackson Jr. for the Grizzlies. And truthfully, it kind of helps bring back, this will, you know, depending on your age, you'll either get this or you won't. But it kind of brings back the way card collecting used to be, right? When the chase, like when we were kids, there were no such things, or at least when I was a child, there was no such thing as an autograph card or a relic card. I mean, there were packs of cards with that nasty gum in them. And you were just looking for the, you know, your favorite players, but the rookies were the chase. You know, the rookie cards didn't come out that often. If you got those, you were like, woohoo, right? This brings back a little of that kind of childhood magic of chasing the rookies. Because believe it or not, a lot of parallels in here, even unautographed, can bring a lot of money, depending on the player and how it's numbered and what the card set is and etc. But if we should get lucky enough to find a Gala in here, well, if it were, say, a Gala Luka or a Gala Trae Young, I mean, that'd be thousands of dollars. Autograph, even not autographed, just to find it, because they're so short printed. So there's a lot to like about this set. And we have got, that's to 99, Paul George and the Thunder. Of course, we're going to have it coming to baseball again this year as well. So this is, if you like Chronicles, the only other place they're producing it right now is basketball and baseball. They haven't made it in football. Numbered to 99, that's Hamidou Diallo. We've been saying his name a lot tonight. Oklahoma City Thunder. That is on a Vanguard. Mike D, you said, oh, you like the Kurt Rambis? Okay, man. Is that headed your way? Is that yours? You got the Lakers tonight, hopefully? Tobias Harris kind of jumped off the pile there, but seems to be no worse for the wear, fortunately. A Plates and Patches, Jaren Jackson Jr. That one to 99, Memphis Grizzlies. Robinson Marquis, blue. Blue are to 99. That's the Clippers. Kevin Knox on our Obsidian preview card. You do? All right. Awesome, man. So good. We got you one you like then, the Kurt Rambis. Good. Nice little old school throwback there. Okoji or Okaji, whichever it is. I've not said it right all year. And it is numbered to 99, Luminance T-Wolves. How about Chris Middleton and the Milwaukee Bucks? And it is a 1 of 1. Haha. Yeah, right? See, that's one of those 1 of 1s that could almost slip by you. It's just tiny over there. But I did happen to catch that flashy little color at the top and knew we were probably looking at it. Just took me a minute to find it on the card. So a 1 of 1 Chris Middleton comes out for the Milwaukee Bucks. Not too shabby there, Milwaukee. Oh, you call Rambis the Okie from Muskogee? Well, I've never heard him called that, but I mean, you know what? I half the time don't know the nicknames that people are called. Situ 49, Zaire Smith, and the 76ers. Like, for one thing, why is Pete Alonso's nickname Polar Bear? Like, I don't get that at all. I'm sure there's some really logical reason behind it, but I don't know what it is. To 99, DeAndre Ayton and the Suns on the Phoenix card set. There's a Luka base Luminance. Elite black box to 149, Okubo. Oh, that's what you call... Oh, you know I'm going to have to try to say his name again. Okoji. Okuji. Whatever. I gotcha. I should call him that too. It'd be easier than me struggling to say his name. Colin Sexton on Essentials to 149 in the red parallel for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Another Shai Gilgeous-Alexander Obsidian. That is numbered to 149, Draymond Green and the Warriors. Darius Miles, Clippers just keep burning it up here. That is numbered to 75. This one's got a bad corner on the front. Usually our bad corners and edges are on the back, but that one I do happen to note is on the front. And we have actually been pulling a pretty good amount of veteran autos out of here tonight, comparatively speaking. So, for what that's worth. Okaji. Okay, so that's kind of what I've been saying, but not exactly. Well, I can't even say it. You've got it phonetically spelled out. I don't know, man. I've heard it pronounced a number of times, and I just can't get it fixed in my head. I look at it, and I just think, how do you say that again? And every time I get it wrong. Mark D got another one. I see some woohooing over there. And Mike D, we got Mark D and Mike D. Mike D needs that Kobe to come out for him. Trying to make his night a little better. Is anybody watching the All-Star baseball game? Is that still going on, or is that wrapped up by now? Probably wrapped up by now. I think they were only going to play 7 innings, and it seemed like it was going pretty fast, up and down for the most part. It's numbered to 249, Chandler Hutchison and the Bulls. That was on Majestic. The Clippers and Landry Shamet to 99, Studio Parallel. Kevin Knox Obsidian. I think we've already seen a Kevin Knox Obsidian once, I believe. I wouldn't swear to it. But we can recap the Obsidians as well if you guys would like. For the Nets, numbered to 99. I cannot say that guy's name to save my life. And it's pronounced nothing like it looks. I do remember that. So if you've got the Nets, just look up here because I can't say his name. It's numbered to 99, and it's on the Vanguard card set. Oh, they're still in the 6th inning. It's 2-1. Okay. Mainly, I want to know who ends up being the MVP. That's to 149, and that is for the Phoenix Suns. A parallel for DeAnthony Melton, numbered to 99, Phoenix Suns. That was the chrome variation of the Chronicles base card. To 49, Goran Dragic, Miami Heat. Ooh, we have another Origins. Oh, I like this case. This is our 4th Origins, isn't it? I think it is. Oh, I like it. Dante DiVincenzo in the Milwaukee Bucks, numbered to 99. Of course, Milwaukee already had that sweet little 1 of 1. Now you're going to just add to your haul. Crux. See, I didn't even think it was pronounced like that. I thought I must have him mixed up with somebody else, because that's not how I remembered his name being pronounced either. I was thinking it was completely different than it looked. So if it's Crux, then okay, maybe I can retain that. Michael Porter Jr. to 149, Denver Nuggets. A little throwback autograph here. Well, a throwback card set. Robert Parrish and the Celtics. And it is numbered to 49. And this is on Timeless Treasures. Now, realistically, I think I still have some Timeless Treasures around here. Probably from 11-12 or 12-13 or somewhere in that ballpark. I think 12-13. It's a 249 plates and patches. Troy Brown Jr. Wizards. The Clippers, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to 149. Obsidian, another Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's kind of crazy. And that box is in the books. Yeah, I got a lot of old stuff and some newer stuff that needs to be put together in a mixer for basketball, and I somehow just haven't managed to get the listing put together and the description done and all that. But we've got some mixers we need to do really for everything. Football, basketball, baseball, all of it. Need to get some done. And Michael says then it's Kuruks. So I've heard Crux and Kuruks. Now I don't know which one is right. I don't know, man. I don't know. Mike and Katie, both Mike D and Katie said, let's get into that old stuff. Well, I used to do a ton of 1 and 2 box breaks of basketball old stuff. From 12-13 and 13-14, sometimes even 14-15. We used to do a lot of them. And then, of course, a lot of the products started drying up, became harder to get, more expensive to get if you could find it. And so what little bit I had left, I just kind of stashed to use in mixers. And then, I don't know, we've had so much product coming out. I just haven't taken the time to get the mixers together. But I probably have 40 or 50 loose boxes of basketball from various years and types, and probably the same amount in football, maybe even a little bit more in football, and then some in probably about that in baseball too. To 149, Kemba Walker and the Hornets, although a lot of the baseball stuff is newer. This is about to make somebody happy because this is Luka and it's Obsidian, and it's going to be numbered. Ho, 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 ho. Yeah. Let's see what it's going to be numbered to. It's going to be low. It's numbered to 99. Hey, hey, hey. That's worth a little bit of money there for the Mavericks. Obsidian preview Luka to 99. Katie, let's hope it's not going to be a bust for you. We're going to try to focus on finding you something here. We still got a bunch of boxes back there to go. You got a ways to go yet. Luka playoff to 149. So we need to fire up the mojo for you, don't we? Montrezl Harrell, Clippers are backing up the Brinks truck tonight, taking it all home. That is numbered to 49 for Harrell and the Clippers. Dante DiVincenzo to 99. Luminance parallel for the Bucks. Tyus Jones and the T-Wolves. And Tyus is numbered to 49. Yeah, guys, if you are a Clippers fan, you know prices are going to get crazy for your team before too long. Probably. Now that you've got Kawhi and Paul George headed your way. That is numbered to 99, Mo Bamba and the Magic. That was on plates and patches. I was sorry, though, that they, shipped out Shea and all of that. I would like for Shea to have been able to stay there with the Clippers, but he got tossed in that trade. To 99, Kevin Knox, Knicks. Majestic to 249, Kevin Knox, Knicks. I'm detecting a pattern. Jaren Jackson Jr. to 99, Elite. Obsidian, Jaren Jackson Jr. An Elite black box. And it is, oh boy, Okogie. T-Wolves. Yeah, I know. Mo Bamba and the Magic. The red parallel for Marquee to 149. And we've already seen Obsidian preview in this box, but here's some more. Landry for the Clippers. Imagine that. Imagine another card for the Clippers. It's hard to believe, isn't it? Hard to believe. Mark D., you have been a Clippers fan for 21 years. Wow, man. Then you are really happy, aren't you, with the recent turn of events? Because some of those years you've probably been thinking, boy, I'm not sure I want to be a Clippers fan. That's how I feel about my Cincinnati Reds. I love them, and I have been a Reds fan my whole life, and I'm still a Reds fan, but boy, there are some years when I think, man, I wish I wasn't a Reds fan. But kind of, you are. What are you going to do? But in your case, you're about to do what my sister would call the happy dance. Yeah. Because that is, not only is that an incredible move, the fact that it happened kind of under the radar, the Paul George part of it anyway, is pretty impressive. Because you got to admit, Kawhi is that's kind of how LeBron does things, right? Like, he just picks up the phone, makes a few calls, puts together his little super team, then lets everybody know, hey, here's where we're going. Yeah, Kawhi kind of got him on that one. And I believe that the Lakers thought they were still in contention for Kawhi right up to the point where it was announced that he was going to the Clippers. Maybe I'm wrong. That's just my impression. That is numbered to 49 for the Suns. It's Miles Bridges and on plates and patches. Devontae Graham to 149. Of course, teaming up Boogie and AD again, I think that's a winning combination. To 249 for the Bulls, Wendell Carter Jr. And then, you know, they're going to still have to make some moves for the Lakers, but I think it was smart to bring in Boogie. To 149, Clint Capella and the Rockets. Honestly, LeBron's almost the odd man out in that scenario. So, I mean, LeBron's never going to be the odd man out, right? Because he's like the most dominant guy on the court. But, I don't know. It's a weird sort of mix. But how about another Obsidian Luka numbered to 149 on this one? So you've had two Luka Obsidian previews, both numbered. Nice going there for the Mavericks. Yeah, I'm not going to, I try to keep it a family show. So I think I know what your word is that we would be inserting there, Mike D. But let's just say LeBron got messed over by Kawhi. And yeah, I'd say you're right. It's number to 149, Hamidou Diallo, Thunder, Plates and Patches. Kind of beat him at his own game. Essentials and Luka to 149. Oh, I know you didn't spell it all out, man. I'm just saying, I'm just telling you why I didn't read it all out the way that it was. Shane Gilgeous-Alexander and the Clippers. No, I'm not worried about what's written there because, you know what, if it's a kid and they're up this time of night, well, they shouldn't be. Or if they are, then they're old enough to read that anyway. To 49, Kevin Knox and the Knicks on playoff. I'm just saying I don't like to say it verbally because you never know, like when little ears are going to be listening or watching replays or whatever the case may be. That is number to 25. It's Nola. Haha, see there? We told you, Katie, not to give up yet. Is Kenrich Williams and low numbered autograph to 25. Haha. So Katie, who was feeling very blue about things, probably feels a little bit happier after that one, I'm going to guess. DeAndre Ayton, that is numbered to 49 for the Suns. It is on Essentials. Yeah, there's that smiley face emoji. Mike says the D stood for defense. Kevin Knox, Obsidian. Yeah, man, we'll go with that. I like that plan. Trailblazers and Anthony Simons. That is Luminance to 149. That might be you too, Katie, is it? Uh-oh, is this going to be signed? Ooh, yes, babies. Yes, babies. Trae Young, and is that numbered to 10? Oh, yes, it is. Atlanta Hawks. You are on a Momentum card set, hard signed, Trae Young autograph, numbered to 10. Oh, yeah, you heard that right. Numbered to 10. You know what? Let's go ahead and get that guy in something happier. Hang on one second. Sorry. I know, I ran into something on my way back. Is that bad when you can't walk through, you know, without running into something? I'm going to say it probably is not ideal. But whatever, I got a lot of stuff in the floor from doing this break. Let's see if that is the right size. Yes, I believe we got it right on the first go. Gotta love that. Life is good. There you go. Now I feel happier because he's safely ensconced in his little one-touch case, which is kind of where he should be, being that he's to 10 and all. Remember, we've got a redemption up there in our housekeeping area, so even after we look through the last of these boxes, we're still going to have something else waiting for us hanging out on that redemption there. Yeah, you know what, Michael? They made Momentum the product Momentum in basketball just 1 year, the best I recall, and that was 12-13. And at one time, I used to break that by, we'd do 1 or 2 box breaks of that at a time. I don't know if I have any of that left or not, but it is a cool product. They made it in football for at least 1 year. 2013 in football. Maybe, I think 2012 and 13 in football, but just 2012-13 season in basketball, if I remember right. But yeah, Momentum was a cool set back in its day. And, maybe they'll bring some of these back somewhere along the way. Although I kind of like this product, so I don't really want them to resurrect too much of this, because then we wouldn't have it in here, and I kind of dig this product, so. That's to 149, Russell Westbrook and the Thunder. Of course, I was kind of sold on it from day one. Baseball was what we got it in first, and I remember when I pre-ordered it, I pre-ordered a bunch. And some people were kind of like telling me, like my reps, are you sure you want that much? It's to 149, DeAndre Ayton and the Suns. Like they didn't think it was going to be, very good or whatever. A Luka base Phoenix. But I thought it looked cool from the beginning, and then once I got my hands on it, I did kind of fall in love with it. Troy Brown Jr. Wizards to 75. My only complaint is that now that they made it so much better this year, then they made less of it. To 149, Miles Bridges and the Hornets. We definitely have a really bad corner down there, lower right. So all these thick cards have got edge and corner issues, but that one was super noticeable. So yeah, they really short printed it this year. I wish they had not done that. In past years, we've opened, 5, 6, 7, 8 cases of this in basketball, and not going to be the case this year. That is to 99, Shamet Clippers Phoenix. Just not enough of it out there. Elite Black Box to 249, that is Ayton and the Suns, and we got all kinds of a hot mess going up upper right and down the right-hand side. Lots of chipping on that one. Same on the front. We've got stuff bottom and edges and corners and whatnot. Essentials Marvin Bagley to 49 for the Kings. Katie, you said Troy Brown Jr. has been having a good summer league. I have not been watching the Summer League. I will confess. I don't watch that all that often. Mo Bamba and the Magic. I catch little bits and pieces of it here and there. Luka, base, Panini. But I don't, make a point of watching it, generally. Looks like we've got another Momentum coming, and I believe it is going to be Hamidou Diallo, Oklahoma City Thunder. Well, it might not be Momentum, but I think it's going to be. Yes, it is. It is numbered to 99. The card set is Momentous Rookies. And, of course, the product Momentum. Or was originally Momentum. To 99. That's Bruce Brown. Pistons. But I will have to get in there and see what all we've got left over. Troy Brown Jr., that is numbered to 149. Especially because I used to, I had a lot of 2012-13 product for a couple of reasons. One, because it was Anthony Davis's rookie year, and I'm a big Anthony Davis fan. But number two, we had the double rookie class in there. Because, of course, there was the lockout in 11-12. So the 12-13 basketball products had the 11-12 rookie cards and autographs in them, as well as the 12-13 rookie cards and autographs in them. So you got to pick up your Kyrie Irvings and Kawhi Leonards and all those guys alongside Anthony Davis and your rookies from the 12-13 class. So I absolutely love 12-13 basketball for that reason. And we are going to have to get in there and dig around, see what I've got, put some stuff together. I used to open a lot of 13-14 as well, and then when Giannis started really heating up, of course 13-14 products started just getting snapped up like crazy, and the next thing you know, it's impossible to find or you're paying a fortune for it. But before it got to be so incredibly expensive, I would do lots of things where I would do like a couple boxes of 12-13 and a couple of 13-14 or something like that. Just little like 2-year mixers, and those were a lot of fun till the supply went away. To $2.49, the Phoenix Suns in Melton. Yeah, Marquee. I definitely have some Marquee from 12-13. I know I have that because I open that myself periodically. That is numbered to 99 for the Suns. Yeah, I definitely open Marquee myself. I just like have a little stash of it. When I get the itch, I just open some. Trae Young, Obsidian for the Hawks. In fact, I pulled a Kyrie Irving rookie autograph out of there. It was a redemption, but I got it back really quickly. Plates and patches, Luka to 149, same as the others. Got some imperfections on edges and corners, but still a nice little hit there for the Mavericks with Luka. Jaren Jackson Jr. to 149, Grizzlies. This is numbered to 99. It is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Elite Black Box, Clippers. I think that was a 12-13 product too, if I remember correctly. Numbered to 99, it is Michael Porter Jr. He, of course, headed to the Nuggets, and that was on a Phoenix card set. Oh, Mike, you're still waiting on a redemption. Listen, if any of you are going to the National in Cleveland at the at the end of July, take out, if you're interested in this is to 149 Tobias Harris. You can print out, like go to your Panini account, log in, and print out the list of all of the redemptions that you are waiting to receive. It's Panini Basketball, Hamidou Diallo to 149. And you can take it to, I assume they'll do this again this year, you can take it to the Panini booth and basically agree to give them up Studio Doncic base in exchange for getting something right there live at the show. And they base it on like the value, I think, of your redemptions and various things, but there's different levels of stuff you can get, and you can combine like some of your redemptions to get a better one and things like that, if I remember right. So essentially you can, all those ones, we all have some that have been sitting in there for years. You can get rid of them at the show and get a live card while you're there, if you just print out and take your stuff. So a gold standard, which we have one case that had none. Our other case had one. In this case, so far, we've had one. It's for the Kings. But you know what's the best part of this? You see up there in that upper right-hand corner? Oh, yeah. It's a 1 of 1. Marvin Bagley for the Kings. 1 of 1 gold standard. So that, my friends, is a big, smoking, booming hit. And I would really kind of like to put that in a one-touch. However, it has the hollow foil surface, which does not bother me in the least to go in a one-touch. But I have learned the hard way that some people get kind of freaky, crazy about it. I shouldn't say crazy, but they get agitated and believe that a one-touch will ruin the surface of a card, which I have never found to be the case. This is Jalen Adams for the Hawks to 75. So if our Sacramento Kings owner is live here tonight in the break, jump into chat and let me know if you're okay with that being in a one-touch, and I'll one-touch it for you right now. But I don't know if you are okay with it or not. So you got to let me know. Peter, what are you telling me? What are you saying about Chicago? Oh, Chicago is this year's show. Was Cleveland was last year. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, Cleveland. I said Cleveland, didn't I? Yeah, that's where the All-Star game is. I got Cleveland on the brain. Sorry, Chicago. And then next year's Atlantic City. Sorry, guys. Yeah. So anyway, if you go to the National, even though I said last year's location, to Chicago, you go. That's the deal. If you want to get rid of some of your old redemptions. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, that Marvin Bagley, that Kings owner must not be in here, because that Marvin Bagley, 1 of 1, that's just some money right there. Gold standard already only come out about 1 per case, and then you get the 1 of 1 on top of that. The only thing that would have made that sweeter is if the relic had been a slight, if we had been able to see a tiny little bit of purple in the relic, would have been absolutely perfect. So we're kind of at last box mojo, but yet we had a really good next to last box. But we're going to try to carry that heat over and see what we can pull here out of last box as well. To 249, Jaren Jackson Jr. and the Grizzlies. A Marvin Bagley for the Kings to 149 on the Elite card set. There is Mo Bamba, the Obsidian preview card. Black Box Elite to 99, Mo Wagner, Lakers. And of course, once we finish looking at this, we will then do the redemption. Then after we do the redemption, we'll recap our hits, okay? Bruce Brown to 99 for Pistons. Looks like we might have another one for the Nuggets here, probably from Momentum again. And this is Michael Porter Jr. on card to 99. So the Denver Nuggets end up repaying their new team owner quite handsomely, as it turns out, which is Darth, I believe, right? Luka Crusade, Orange Parallel, numbered to 149. So lots of Luka, lots of Trae Young. 2 1 of 1s in the case. Overall, very strong case here. Dante DiVincenzo to 149 for the Bucks. And Nerlens Noel. Hey, another ex-UK guy. And that is numbered to 49 for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Oh, Mike says that's a terrible autograph from Michael Porter Jr. Yeah, I mean, he's one of those guys that just doesn't sign in a nice, pretty signature, that's for sure. That's a base Luka from Luminance. A Trae Young Elite Black Box, 249 for the Hawks. Michael Porter Jr. Essentials to 99. A DeAndre Ayton Obsidian for the Phoenix Suns. Nice. That is another numbered Luka to 99 on the Chronicles base. And whoops, who's that just hanging out up there by themselves? Colin Sexton. All right, so that's everything we've got in here live, but we do have a redemption to flip, and then after we flip our redemption, of course, we will then do our recap of hits. And our redemption is Mitchell Robinson, Rookie Ascent. So there you go. That's not too bad, Nick. So you probably wanted Kevin Knox, but that's still not anything too far out of line with what you would probably want. Let's roll ourselves over here to the Panini website and go look this up, except I clicked the wrong thing. Not to worry, I'll get us back on track here. Where? What did I say this was? Card set Rookie Ascent. Okay. Oh, dang, dang, dang. Whoops, now I went too far. Rookie Ascent. Card number 1, Mitchell Robinson for the New York Knicks, numbered to 99. So that's not too bad, to 99. I mean, we can live with that, right? All right, so we're going to recap here a few little things. And man, where was our other? Oh, did I not? Oh man, our base. Do we have a base card that was 1 of 1, or was our other 1 of 1 also an autograph? I cannot remember now. Well, anyway, if it's not in this recap, then I may have stacked it with the numbered stuff, which might take me a minute to find it. So, oh, well, we'll see. If maybe I put it in with the hits. I hope I did. So we have a redemption for the Knicks, and Mitchell Robinson's going to be numbered to 99, according to the Panini website. We found a couple of titaniums, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for the Clippers, numbered to 11, as well as Chandler Hutchison and the Bulls, numbered to 15. And then Amari Spellman for the Hawks was numbered to 10. Nice low number for it. Then our hits, but where, oh where? Let's see if it's in here with them. If not, we do have 2 1 of 1s. I hope it's in here, but I don't know if it is or not. It might have been an autograph, so I think it is in here. But Nerlens Noel to 49, Oklahoma City Thunder. Michael Porter Jr. to 99, Denver Nuggets. Jalen Adams to 75 for the Atlanta Hawks. Dante DiVincenzo and the Bucks. That is numbered to 99. Darius Miles and the Clippers to 75. It was Chris Middleton. There you go. Chris Middleton autograph for the Milwaukee Bucks. A 1 of 1. 2 1 of 1 autographs we found in this case. So nice there. Kurt Rambis to 75 for the Lakers. And Metu for the Spurs. That one is numbered to 99. Mikhailiuk and the Pistons to 99. Rafe LaFrentz Nuggets to 75. Only 1 XR in here tonight, but it's a beauty. That is numbered to 25. It's Watanabe for the Grizzlies. Vanguard, only 1 of those, I think, signed in here tonight to 77, Mike Conley. A couple of parallels that weren't signed. Then we have, numbered to 49, Jared Vanderbilt, another one for the Denver Nuggets. Luke Kennard and the Pistons to 49. There's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to 99 for the Clippers. This incredibly handsome 1 of 1 Marvin Bagley Gold Standard, right? And I guess we do have a tiniest little bit of purple right there under the white. You can see the tiniest little bit of purple, but man, if they could have given us a slight bit more color in that relic, it would have been like off the charts. It's still pretty off the charts, but anyway. To 99, there's Hamidou Diallo for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Troy Brown Jr. to 75 for the Wizards. For NOLA, it is Kenrich Williams, and that was numbered to 25. Tyus Jones to 49 for the T-Wolves. Montrezl Harrell to 49 for the Clippers. And little timeless treasures, Robert Parrish is a nice one to 49 for the Celtics. And then, of course, this handsome card, numbered to 10, that is Trae Young on the Momentum card set, or the Momentum product, Momentous Rookies. Good grief, is our card set. I know, me talk pretty one day. Okay, so that's the break. That's the recap. Let me put up spreadsheet information one final time for those of you who might have jumped in late. If you missed it, whatever the case may be, we're getting ready to take a look here at when you can expect your items to ship, as well as what breaks are coming up in the days ahead. So once again in Chronicles, the Denver Nuggets ended up going by second chance offer because it was an unpaid team. It goes to Darth Vader there as a second chance offer who got some nice hits. So thank you for picking that up once again. Appreciate that, as well as the person who picked up the Chiefs and the mini helmets. Appreciate you both. Expecting Chronicles to be on the way to you approximately Saturday. And if I can get it out to you sooner than Saturday, I will gladly do so. If something unexpected happens, it could always slide a day later, which in this case would be Monday, but I am hopeful that Saturday is the day it will be headed your way. If you were in the mini football helmet break, free stuff always goes out no later than a week after the break. A lot of times it goes sooner, a lot of times it goes a lot sooner, but you will know that it will not go any later than Tuesday the 16th, the week from today. Don't have to worry about consolation cards in Chronicles. Everybody hit cards, so don't worry about that there. If you got skunked in the football helmet break, typically I would keep your consolation card until your next package shipped, and then I would send off any that you are due. If, however, you don't want to wait and you got skunked in the mini helmet break, just drop me a line. Let me know. I will gladly get it on the way to you by itself. That's no problem, okay? Our upcoming breaks. This is what's listed on eBay that we're going to be breaking in the days ahead. Tomorrow is a big new release day. It's Archive Signature Series Baseball. The Active Player Edition will open a 20-box case of it. The high-end Topps Diamond Icons comes out tomorrow. We will open one box of that. Then Gold Standard Football, yay, comes out tomorrow as well. We're going to open a 6-box half case of it. On Thursday night, we're going to open the fourth and final 12-box case of Elite Football. On Friday, we're going to open a 5-box case of TriStar Game Day Greats autographed football jerseys, another box of Diamond Icons, and a 12-box case of Leaf Valiant Football. That's the one that has a graded card, guaranteed to be graded 9.5 or higher in every box. On Saturday, we're going to open the back half of this case of TriStar autographed mini football helmets and a little half case of Stadium Club baseball that are loose boxes from a shared case. On Sunday, Trinity Baseball, which is actually a Friday release. I know, I messed up. We're not going to open it until Sunday, along with some Valiant Football. If you're not familiar with Trinity Baseball, it is incredibly awesome. Lots of really good relics in there. Traditionally a nice product. Usually, I would assume this year would be the same. So that's it for me tonight. We are all wrapped up here. Thank you once again, everyone, for joining. I appreciate it very much. I hope you have a good rest of your week. And if I don't see you again tomorrow night, come back and see me again sometime soon. I like having the company. So take care, all. We'll catch you the next time. Bye now.